Good afternoon. This is Heather Colledge, and I help entrepreneurs scale with strategy and systems and structure for sales today. I'm really excited to share with you how and why I replaced my nursing income with online coaching. So I'm really excited to share my background, my story, how and why I got started, and why it was so important for me to make sure that my online coaching business was massively successful. So I'm going to share this to the group and we will get started. If you're not in the Nurse to Coach Business Sales and Marketing group on Facebook, go and join it. There are tons of trainings and master classes and lots of incredible business information to help you grow your sales and marketing. So a little bit about me. I've been in online business now for over 10 and a half years, and I have helped over 600 clients enroll and get started working with me. So I also really love working out. And that is why my live is a little late today, because I had an awesome leg day workout today that went over. Traffic was bad, but I'm so excited to share today how you too can step into more freedom and more fulfillment in your life doing online coaching. So I actually trained in Russian hardstyle kettlebell technique for 5 years at a gym here in Utah, and I loved it. So I was an instructor there, also taught TRX for about 3 years, and I was obsessed. I've spent basically my whole life, I've been into fitness and health. Growing up, I was in dance. I was in dance for about 18 years. I was on a competitive dance team. We would travel almost every weekend. We did performances at different high schools and locations all the time. I was in ballet at least 3 times a week. I did point work for a couple of years. And so I learned a ton of incredible work ethic from dance and from ballet. And I've always been so passionate about health and wellness and fitness. So I believe that our greatest wealth is our health. I am so passionate about daily movement, fueling our bodies properly, strength, mobility, flexibility. I'm so passionate about this. I work out 6 days a week and I love it. And I have for years and years and years. More healthy food, more exercise and rest and deep recovery. These are the things that I'm really passionate about. I love teaching and encouraging others. I love intense workouts, heavy lifting, discipline, working hard, personal development, and business books. I love going to events, seminars, vacations. I love new adventures, learning new things, and the joy of progress. Every single night when I write in my gratitude journal, I'm always so grateful for the progress that was made that day, whether big or small, or whether it was a huge win, or whether I had a hard day and there were struggles and trials. I am still so incredibly grateful and joyful about the progress being made from day to day. It lights me up. I get so excited for the progress that's being made. I love working from home. I love growing a business that is mine, that's up to me for success. I love that every time I fail, it teaches me how to do better next time. I love a challenge. I love when things are hard because it makes me work harder to figure out how to improve and how to be better. I worked in the ICU for 8 years, nights, holidays, weekends, away from my family, and I hated it. I hated being away from them. I wanted to be home. I was tired of, just putting Band-Aids on things and not really transforming people's lives. And so that's when I got into coaching back in May of 2015. I love the gift of agency now. For the last 10 and a half years, I've had complete agency, growing my business how I want, and being my own boss, doing whatever I want. And so that's why I would rather be home with my family. I looked at working nights, holidays, weekends. I didn't want to be there doing that for the next 30 years of my life. So I love growing a business that is mine, that is up to me for success. And it just sets my soul on fire, having this gift of agency to pursue what I love. And like I said, I worked in the adult ICU for about 8 years, witnessed a lot of pain and suffering. My husband and I also struggled with infertility for over 4 years with the first and for 2 years with the second. So the doctor actually told us we had less than a 1% chance of conceiving. So our babies are miracles. So we're so incredibly grateful for our kids. Being able to be home with them is such a gift. And it is so precious to me. And this is why it's so important that I get to be there for them. I get to take them to sports, take them to school, pick them up, be here with them for meals, be with them at night, read together and pray together as a family in the evening. And that is why, like, I would rather be home with my family and my sweetheart than working outside of the home. It has been such a blessing and a gift for the gift of online coaching and the internet to be able to reach thousands of people, to be able to teach hundreds of people how to start and grow their own online coaching businesses from home for more freedom, the same way that I am enjoying this as well. So if your soul is whispering that you are meant for more, then listen. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just take the first step. And if you haven't listened to my Nurse to Coach podcast yet, definitely check it out. And the next thing that I want to talk about is I want to give a huge shout out to our client, Jenny. So Jenny just launched this week and she's doing amazing. But I shared this post last week. She came to us. She's a nurse practitioner who wanted to learn how to get started, how to narrow her niche, how to create content, do marketing, all of the legality structure, how to reach out to people and share her knowledge. And she's doing amazing. She's launching this week. She just set up her first discovery call. And so her testimonial, she said, I knew I wanted to do something different with my career. I wasn't sure what. I started to see multiple posts on Facebook about online coaching. I investigated, did my research, wasn't convinced initially. I did more research, booked a call with Heather's team. I was skeptical at the time. About a year later, the idea kept bugging me. I wanted something more and different. She kept seeing online coaching posts everywhere. She did more research, looked into several programs. She ultimately enrolled in our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy. And she said, I'm so glad I did. Heather and her team have been so supportive every step of the way. Their encouragement and positivity have made the process so much easier. They supply so many resources and set you up for success. Not only do they offer physical resources, but mental support in times of despair or frustration. I'm excited to continue my journey with this amazing team. Heather and her team are the absolute best. So if you know that you want to be a part of our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy, we are enrolling right now. So I'll go ahead and put this link in the chat. And like I said, if you haven't listened to the podcast, it is Nurse to Coach Podcast. It's on like 20 different places. So go and check that out. The last thing that I want to talk about is the fact that I am looking for one woman. This woman thinks about her business constantly. She is obsessed. She knows she has a gift and a calling and is willing to do whatever it takes to share her gift with the world and make a bigger impact. She understands the value in investing in high-level mentorship to get an insane next level in her business. She understands that tomorrow is not guaranteed. She's living life out loud now before it's too late. Her children are her why. Her family is why she pushes so hard, works so relentlessly, and never gives up when it's hard. She is extremely coachable, kind, and immediately implements what she learns into her business and is willing to do whatever it takes to grow and make more progress. She is eager to grow faster, work less, make more money in a simple, easy way so she can have more time with her family. She is actively working to be the best version of herself possible for her family, for herself, and for her clients. She wants to learn from someone who has done exactly what she wants to do to shorten her learning curve and save her time and money. She wants to be the breadwinner for her family, earning a multiple six-figure income, working 15 to 20 hours a week from home. If this is you, I have one spot open for high-level one-on-one coaching for me. This is the first time in over 2 years that I've opened up one-on-one coaching. And I'm only accepting one client this quarter. So I'm only accepting one-on-one client. If this is you, DM me the phrase one-on-one and I can get you more information. But just so you know, I am in the top 1% of female business coaches. I've earned close to $4 million in the last 5.5 years. Some of my clients' results include going from 0 to 40,000 in her first month, 0 to 100,000 in 7 months, 0 to 100,000 in 8 months, 0 to 148,000 in 8 months. Again, results are not typical. Results will vary from client to client and also what company may experience. But this is truth. This is reality. This is what has happened. Like I said, I'm in the top 1%. So I'm only taking one-on-one client per quarter. So this is an extremely rare exclusive opportunity with strict eligibility requirements. Very strict requirements to meet this. So DM me on Facebook to apply and listen to my podcast if you want more information about what that would look like. So reach out to me, send me the phrase one-on-one if you're interested in learning more about that one-on-one coaching spot. Again, there's very strict requirements in order to qualify to be a one-on-one client of mine. And like I said, I only take one every 3 months. So reach out to me on Facebook, send me a message. Would love to hear from you. I hope that this is helpful for you to hear my background and my story. I just realized I didn't push go live on Instagram. So I will share that after, but great to see everyone. I hope you have an awesome week. Take care.